Alright everybody, this is Herschel from High School Top 200. Just going to give you some of my thoughts on what I think the High School Top 200 Top 25 is going to look like. So as everyone has kind of seen with what's happened, obviously there's going to be a new number one in town, so that's going to be pretty interesting. And of course we'll have, and the five that I'm thinking of, and this is just so you guys know, the five that I'm thinking of are Hamilton boys, Shirley boys, Hastings, and Sacred Heart and Mags. Those are the five that I'm kind of leaning towards, and Hastings for a very good reason. I mean, they haven't lost a game. They've played all low-end top 25 schools and just fully demolished them. I mean, what I saw from their preseason, even though preseason doesn't really count, what I saw from preseason, they are they have what it takes, I think, to be a number one team. They're not as big as a lot of teams are, but they do actually stand up and make it their game. They take over with fitness, they take over with hustle and mongrel, and then their backs just run it all day with, obviously Lachlan and Danny, and even Denon, who's on the wing now, and Hunter Marsh, who does a really good job at in the midfield, either playing second five or centre. It doesn't really matter where, he kind of just gets it done. And then even Falau's a year 11, and even him, I'm thinking of maybe he's close to being our number one player in the country. That's kind of how I'm feeling about Falau. So Hastings is definitely one. Sacred Heart is definitely one for taking out St. Kitts. That's a big win that you have to count towards them being someone that should be up there. Hamilton boys haven't lost, and winning over Rotorua boys is really big as well, and it does show that they do have a team that can win. Shirley boys has been winning, maybe not the best games, but they do win. So like giving it that, they're still winning. Okay, Cruz isn't playing yet as well, so once Cruz comes back, it'll be. I think they've got a lot of offense coming back, and then I think Liam is also coming back as well on the open side. So they would have a lot more shutdown on defense, maybe closing out on closing up that space and time between halfback and first five. And so I think that when they get Liam back, he'll also be able to close up those kind of problems for them. But yeah, those are the ones. Mags is another one as well that I think deserves maybe a shout out. Sitting sixth right now, and so those are all the teams I'm thinking of. Now falling out of the top 200, Silverstream is sitting at 20, and I can't say they don't deserve to be up there, but at the same time, because the scoreline is so big, you have to think about that kind of stuff too. But for example, like Hastings, because of the games that they have won, their scorelines have been like that consistently. So you could say that is just Hastings and how they win. They lock down on defense and then overpowered on offense. 53, 43, 52. That's how much they scored. And then 24 against St. Paul's, who St. Paul's didn't do as well as I thought they were going to do yesterday. But, I mean, they took a loss. After destroying Wesley to losing to Tauranga, and Tauranga lost to Wesley. And so, like, who in that triangle of winning and losing is actually the real thing and just had a bad game or what? So that's what I've got to decide as well. So, and also Tauranga is another team that I'm looking at, and maybe I misjudged the team that they have and the players and what the players can do, but that is a team that I'm looking at too, of moving up into the top 25. Westlake is another team that I'm looking at, top 25. Massey, St. John's, and my thoughts is, does Scots deserve another chance to show that they should be up there by beating Napier Boys, and that's the other one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, so St. John's, Hamilton, Westlake, Massey, Scots, St. Peter's for sure. Because St. Peter's St. Peter's was sitting 31, and I know Rosmini beat them, and St. John's beat them in preseason, but I know that they were, as everybody else is, sorting out their combinations, making sure this new group of players that are coming through, either making sure that they fit the system, know the system, and that they can play the system. So if those are the reasons why they lost to Rosmini and St. John's, then okay. But if that's not the reason why, then maybe St. John's and Rosmini are a bit better than what we think. And also St. John's and also St. Peter's, maybe they just had a really good game. But when I was at the game, they were really dominating a lot, and just the feeling that they were playing with, and the way that they would attack on defense and then hit the ball up, and just everything that they did was just so much passion, and everyone played with full heart. That's like the first time I've ever seen a team play like that, with everybody playing the same way, everyone playing with that same feeling. So yeah, I am looking at Palmy Boys is definitely going to go up. Grammar is definitely going to go up. Nelson and Christchurch may just stay the same, and depending on who's won and lost before them or after them, whether they go up and down. But they're basically going to stay together and move up or down depending on everybody else. Timaru's going to bounce out. I don't think that they've done enough to convince me that they deserve to be up in there. Maybe if they go on a streak, I mean, I picked them to beat St. Bede's, and maybe St. Bede's just had that time where they're just like sick of losing on 2 games that they felt that they could have won due to whatever. So that's one of the ones, and yeah, those are the ones that I'm thinking about. St. Pat's Town is another one that, because they lost, they're going to be falling back. St. Paul's is going to be falling back. Wesley might be sitting where they are, and you never know how far the new ones that jump up, how far they actually jump up. Westlake played really good. I didn't think that, like, even watching the game, you didn't think that they were going to win, but they just pulled it out from somewhere, and it was really bad. Not bad, but it was hard to see Rosmini lose it, because it always had that feeling that they were in control and that they were doing all the right things to get the work done, and it just didn't happen in the end. But yeah, those are my thoughts right now. I don't know who the number one pick is going to, or the number one team is going to be, and yeah. So have a look for those. Those are the 5 that I'm considering: Hamilton, Shirley, Hastings, Sacred Heart, and Mags. And then wherever Kings ends up when they're falling back, that I don't know either. So yeah, jump on my Instagram at the real HS Top 200. Also Twitter at HS Top 200. Also on my Snapchat HS Top 200, which I'll be putting out the new. I'll be letting everyone know when it's coming out, when it's going on the website. Also check on the website, because there's going to be more game reviews coming up on the website. Also more of what I think the new team, or like new different fantasy teams could be. Like I got my new CNI team coming out soon. What I think the best CNI team would be. CNI team would be. Also, what I think the new Wellington comp would be like, or like the best players in there, making up a team like that. And yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Jump on all the social networking sites. Check back with the website all the time, because there's always going to be new stuff that jump on there, and new videos. And subscribe to my YouTube videos, and I'll bring as much clips and thoughts and try and clear a lot of things up for those that are watching. All right, cool. Have a good Sabbath.